$418 million. Hmm. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Speaking at Real Estate. My name's Carlos. I'm the Level 4 Realtor. And today we're going to discuss what's been all over the news all day, pretty much, regarding the National Association of Realtors settlement regarding the commissions case. And I'm going to share my thoughts on the situation, what I think, like every realtor has probably done today. But here is the basic stipulations of the settlement. According to this newsletter we got, the NAR will pay $418 million over 4 years to settle industry compensation lawsuits out of court. The NAR has agreed to implement a new rule prohibiting offers of compensation on the MLS. The NAR has agreed to a new rule requiring MLS participants to enter into written agreements with their buyers. So essentially, they are eliminating what they would call cooperative commissions, which have forced sellers to pay commissions for both the seller agent and the buyer's agent. Instead, now buyers will be able to negotiate commissions on their own. And that is where the divide in all this comes in. Um, the assumption was that realtors were artificially raising their commissions, and they were not being, I guess, truthful with their clientele by picking homes that were offering higher commission. First and foremost, to any realtor that was doing that, shame on you. The focus should always be on the client. I know I personally do my due diligence and show you everything and allow you to make the choice regarding which homes you want to see. I don't even look at the commission rates, they vary. I've learned that in my 3.5 years doing this. And my concern is to get the deal closed. I'm not worried about what is being offered. But apparently, this was happening at a level or a rate where um, this lawsuit basically sprung up. So it's unfortunate, but here we are. So where does this lead us? This mainly will affect buyers' commissions and buyers' agents, right? There's two schools of thought, and I can see the pros and cons in both. On one hand, buyers are now going to have to buyers agents are now going to have to basically kind of act like lawyers. You know, when you need a lawyer's service, you pay the retention fee up front. So they're going to basically start asking buyers to come up with a certain amount for services, and I'll explain why that can be good and bad just from my own personal experience. um Naturally, the buyer's agent would get paid at the end of a closing deal, based on whatever the seller's agent was offering. But there are numerous times, and I know I'm not the only person this has happened to, where a buyer's agent can work with a client, and we can show tons of houses, drive all over our region, spend hours with clients, and then they can change their mind at any given moment. And a lot of times, buyer's agents are left hung out to dry. They've wasted all that time and energy trying to work with a client, and then all of a sudden, boom. And it could be for many reasons. It's not necessarily blaming the client, but there you are. You've spent all that time, and now you've got nothing to show for it. So coming up with a buyer's agreement where where you'll be able to secure services and maybe even secure payment, or at least some kind of compensation for the efforts you're going to provide. That's a good thing. The downside on this, which does bother me probably a little bit more, is the fact that buyers already, when it comes to closing a deal, they have to come up with title costs, which are usually pretty costly. And now we're going to add more to their plate. So buyers, at least in this current market, they're dealing with higher interest rates. At least in Florida, you've got swollen house prices, and now they've got to pay for the buyer's agent. I think that's unfortunate. I think there should be a way around that, but I can't kind of wrap my head around where this is going to go. I still wonder if maybe there's an issue with the language on how sellers agents were offering commission, rather than instead of making it seem like the seller was paying for both. Maybe we can come up with a way to just pick at the seller's commission regardless of what they agreed. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I do feel kind of bad and frustrated that buyers now kind of have to pull out even more money for this. And a lot of times they're the ones that are staring at the closing, actually, all the time. They're staring at the closing statements, looking at how much they're going to have to bring to the title office for a closing. So I think it's unfortunate. I think, I don't know how this is going to work out. I do hope that whatever becomes the norm definitely helps the industry, first of all, because apparently there was just a notion that realtors were being sneaky, and again, that's a shame. I'd like to get rid of that stigma. Uh, I know I've never done it, but apparently it was happening. So let's get rid of that stigma. Let's clean this up and see how we can still effectively get paid. Because I think part of this also was basically them stating that they were charging artificially high commissions and that we were making too much money. I don't feel that way at all. I think realtors earn their keep. I mean, behind the scenes, there's all the excessive phone calling, the money spent on uh, ads and promotions, the time spent on calling clients and driving places, opening doors, showing homes, researching houses and property appraiser websites. There's a lot that goes into being a realtor. It's not just showing up and opening a door and saying, "Did you like it? Okay, well, let's try another house. Let me know." There is a lot of work going on, and I feel that to a certain extent, realtors are undercompensated. That's the way I feel. But again, your focus should always be on the client. Uh, Look for what they want, find what they need, regardless of whatever's being offered commission wise. But we're now past that phase. So let's see where we're going to go with this. I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest, discuss the situation, put my 2 cents out there. But tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. Please, I would appreciate help my channel out. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. I try to come in every week with a real estate update, and I'm going to continue to do so. Also, if you do need any help with any kind of real estate endeavors here in the Tampa Bay area, please send me an email. I'm going to put my email at in the comment in the description, and I'm also going to put my website so you can just click on it and feel free to search for any kind of property you'd like within my area. So, thanks for spending some time with me. I'd like to hear your input on the situation and how you feel, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much.